Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is James Holman, by the way. Now, I said, like in the last video, that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. And that's what I did. So now, let's see her reaction. Well, this is what happens when you impress someone is you get to spend time with them in the class. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Yes, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through that glass on that door. She points to a classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. I'm eating popcorn. On camera. No. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, James. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's extremely mo. I'm not even sure what that means, but it's an anime term. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? You can see. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Yeah, why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space where she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to be in reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. I hit click. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. It's funny how this sounds just like the story we're in. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy in the ice cream shop. But that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. There are so many touching parts. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee. Click. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives you a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just guesses. But is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she didn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious, since you really enjoy baking too, right? Well, that's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, it's definitely not the worst. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? The heck? Yes. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone with something else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Just not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Do not rub it in. Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. And honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the cloakroom. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Like, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, did it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. You're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on her nails. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. I just finished this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry, I just need to make sure we have enough time for you two to look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. I guess I'll stop here for now. And close the book and hand it to Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Yeah? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I must suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeking Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's machine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is where it comes into the fact of why I chose those certain words for the poem, because that tells you who's going to be impressed by it. Hang on one second. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess it can't hurt to show Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I showed mine with her first. Read. Read? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. She can't find anything wrong to say about it. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. Oh, I want to help you feel more comfortable to share yours. Like Monica said. Ugh. Well, it would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. No! Okay, I have to read that. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go like, ha, well that's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So you liked it? So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told her that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Not only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh no, we don't want Monica to hurt you. Because she is the evil person. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. But, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that my writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing serious. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Well, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't want to take that away from her. Michael. Hey, James. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like you have any new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't click. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'll just let it go. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, James. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of barrier. That sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. No, I don't want to hit the help button. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like it, James. Really? It's not cuter than I expected. Ah ha ha ha. Oh geez. No. This kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take this as a compliment. Ha ha ha. If you say so. Yep. By any chance? Have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Yeah. Maybe a long time ago. I know that. That guy's a great author. You guys should check him out. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. In fact, I'm pretty sure eagles can fly by him. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. You might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about it, they express world views that can apply to anyone. Let's see. So Natsuki's kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning to. So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. Popcorn butter. It could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to kind of find the kind of style that suits you. Okay, there we go. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Yeah, whatever, Monica. Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkle protrudes. A spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Nope. I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ah ha ha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's been getting pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems. I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it'd be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Click. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say I've had some sort of epiphany recently. That's right, you've been self-aware. It's been influencing my poems lately. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. After this, guys, I'm going to leave you. Sometimes when you write a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, time to save and finish, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. What in the world is going on? I need a lot of more subscribers, so you guys tell your friends about this. Thank you, and goodbye.